We read in Mark 2:19, where they bring up the question of fasting. Why do the disciples of John and the disciples of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not? Jesus answers and says, can the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as the bridegroom is with them, they cannot fast. My dear friends, somehow we have to understand that Jesus calls himself our bridegroom, someone who's extremely close to us, someone who is part of our being, who shares intimacy with us to the level of a bride and a bridegroom. And so the question is, why does he do that? And that is the topic of the meditation for today. Jesus knows, as nobody else knows, that you and I are loved, we are loving, and we are lovable. There is no doubt about that. And as we repeat that to ourselves, I am loved, I am loving, I am lovable forever. And as we say that, and we breathe in and breathe out, we drop away from the surface of our mind and we slip deeper and deeper into the resting place of the heart. I am loved, I am loving, and I am lovable forever. This is the absolute truth of each and every human being, and the truth about you. You are something that is limitless. You are something that contains universes within you. You are something that has got the past, present, and the future deep within your being. Go down the stairway and rest in the depth of your being. Find something there that resonates and tells you that you are loved, you are loving, and you are lovable forever. Embrace that truth. Throw away everything that your mind brings as an obstacle to the truth. You are loved, you are loving, and you are lovable forever. In this is perfect peace. In this you do not have to search for anything more, because you realize that you are lacking nothing. In this you don't have to realize to search oneness with your Creator, because here you feel the embrace and the fulfillment of the love. At last, maybe you stop searching for love in all the wrong places. For here alone do you abide. You are here alone and remain there with Jesus as your bridegroom. When you say to yourself, I am loved, I am loving, and I am lovable forever, There is no room for anything else to enter into your being. This concept, this knowledge, I'm sorry, it's not a concept, it's a true knowing, is more enriching than all the concepts and illusions that the mind brings forth to you. You don't have to get it, you just have to be it. Just rest in the truth that you are loved, you are loving, and you are lovable forever. Descend from this world into the world of perfect peace created for you. Use these words over and over again and repeat it to yourself. Just repeat them and let them sink to the vast ocean that lies at the center of your being, the ocean called love, the ocean called the Christ, the ocean that is the divine in you. You will long to dissolve your thinking mind and to rest into this peace. Be grounded, be anchored to this center of your being, the source of your being. In this ocean of the peace and the ocean of your source, forsake your thinking mind. Do not merely visit this place because it will do you no good if you do not really thirst to abide here. And let your being be always dripping with peace. It is from this place that you ask for anything you want, and nothing will be denied to you. Remember that all that you really want is to bathe in the ocean of love, is to be embraced by your God, is to find your fulfillment in being one with the other. In this place, your awareness itself. In this place, you are the perfect image of your Father. In this place, you are the Christ. You are only getting an awareness that you are greater than what you think you are. But as you descend into the peace beyond all understanding, there are a few things that you must leave behind. Leave behind you, my dear friends, all the need that you have to be in the right. Leave behind you all your illusions that with which you support your being. Leave behind you the fear that you have of being rejected by anyone and by everyone. Leave behind you the fear that you are abandoned, that you are alone. Leave behind you all denials, and most of all, leave behind you your fear of death. You will never die. Leave behind you every thought that you had of anyone or of anybody. They are useless and they are worthless. Become perfectly empty and pour your mind out so that in the stillness of your being, in the silence that you find yourself enveloped in, the Lord will enter and find His place in you. There's no more asking for anything. Do not even ask to be awakened, because you are already awake. To be with your bridegroom and to recognize that as the truth of your being, you are the awakened one. Once you find the peace, you know what? You will carry that peace wherever you go. You do not have to set aside a certain time to be peaceful. You don't have to have a certain pose or a certain posture to be peaceful. You don't have to eat certain things or deny yourself certain things. Do not need to set aside anything, because you need not fulfill any lack that you think you have. Here is where you find at last all the wrong places you have searched for love and peace. Here, in the embrace of your bridegroom, is the Alpha and the Omega of the whole of creation. You reach nowhere, you go nowhere, because you have transcended your sense of being somewhere. You are not separate. There is no I and there is no you. There is no me and there is no they. For all that you pray to Jesus to take you home. And listen to what St. Paul says. Let that mind which is in Christ be in you. You know what? It is already in you. It is you. But all you have done is create a separate me. There is no separate you. You're one with everything, with everybody, and with your bridegroom, God Himself. Your Christ-like life can become whenever you choose to be so. When you consciously and freely choose to abandon the life you now have as a substitute. The Christ life doesn't come to you until you have surrendered the sense of the little self that you have, until you have decided to being the maker, the doer, and the controller of everything. You have to leave that aside. You have to leave being the maker, the doer, and the controller of anything. You are not. You do not do this by finding shelter in the thoughts of your mind. No thoughts are true, and they do not take you to reality. All thoughts finally become collection of words, and words are not true, for they do not give us the experience of the truth. So joyfully surrender all your words, all your thoughts, and commingle with the truth. Commingle with your Father. Experience the Father. Experience the presence. Do this throughout the day. You do not have to stop your work, but you can live in the heart of all creation and continue to allow your body to do what it has to do. Continue to allow your body to seek what it has to seek, to drink a glass of water, to eat some food, to go for a walk, to smile, and to pet your dog. Nothing else, but all the time you are living in the embrace of your bridegroom, who finds you loved, loving, and lovable forever. You are only that and nothing but that. My dear friends, if you continue to say that and abide in that moment of being loved, continuously loving and appreciating the fact that you are lovable forever, then you make your home in the heart of Christ. Then you have built your house on a solid rock, and nothing will shake it. When you forget that you are pure awareness and you identify yourself with the thoughts that go on in your mind, then you have built your house on sand. Then you are lost and you want no peace. Your thoughts will still be there, but you will no longer do anything about them. I am loved, I am loving, I am lovable. Forever. I am birthless, I am deathless. I am that which embraces the dream of space and time and look upon all things as harmless. Look upon all events as neutral. Look upon the coming and going of everything in your life, even the most intimate relationship. Let it come, have its time, and let it go, because you stand in need of nothing. You are that, what you are. You are here to bring God into this world. Take love into the world by allowing. Take love into the world by surrendering. Take love into the world by reaching out to the world with compassion. You can never lose what you are, but you can lose the way you have defined yourself. Empty yourself and abide in the place of your rest. For you are loved, you are loving, and you are lovable. Learn to ascend and descend from the surface of the world down to your awareness, the presence of love, the embrace of your bridegroom. Go constantly, meet the world, and then come down and bring the world to Christ. And as you go back to the world, take Christ to the world. So you are in a constant motion of taking Christ to the world and bringing the world to Christ. The touch of your foot out upon the earth will remind you of Christ's blessings. Your words will shape to take the force of the teachings of God. Your feet will move towards areas and zones of peace. Your hands will give the blessings of peace to everyone you meet. Your eyes will look with compassion. You begin to be open, an absolute openness, absolute emptiness, and you begin to accept whatever that comes, knowing that nothing comes to you without your bridegroom sending it to you. Learn to surrender, my dear friends, the right to judge what comes, because we only judge from fear. Love does not judge. Nothing but the best will now come from your life. You will be in the world, but not of the world. In you, heaven and earth will become one. In you, heaven and earth will not remain as separate entities. You are the bringer of heaven to this earth, and you are the taker of this earth into heaven. There can be no greater accomplishment than this. You have become a channel of God. Where you dwell is in the I am of God. Repeat to yourself over and over again, I am loved, I am loving, and I am lovable forever. Enjoy this meditation. Practice descending and ascending into your heart. Give love to all that you meet, but never be absent or forsake or live in the illusion that you are not with your Creator, that God is not with you. Accept the truth. The bridegroom has great intimacy with you. The bridegroom embraces you. The bridegroom hugs you, and all because he finds you loved, loving, and lovable forever. I now leave you in peace.